What's up, Lucky Gamers? It's Lucky Lux. All right, let's talk about Ezra. Right, so we know Ezra is a shielder. We know he's a star Genesis crit character. Right, we know that his health is larger than most, and he can provide very large shields with his abilities. He can also do decent Genesis damage with his debuff, and then we know that he can also lower damage reduction, give a 40% crit damage buff, and also provide Eureka and Moxie. If you didn't know, now you know. Right, and this is a more relatable Ezra than the Ezra that I have in CN. He still has 12.5k health, a larger amount than most characters for the fact that he's not even like fully invested into you for a free to play perspective, but he's still rocking out, right? The main thing, I know a lot of people are like, yeah, but I don't have enough for Ezra. I can't pull Ezra. That's completely fine. But for those who have Ezra, I want to make sure to specify like what, works best for him. Where is he played it best, right? So he's going to fit more into like your harder limbo content. I would say Utu content, like Utu 30. He can help protect if you have enemies that are just hitting you really, really hard, right? Ezra can help protect you with just leveling him up. He's already going to show a huge improvement on the account, right? When you're going through your raids, let's say you don't have the strongest units with Hydra, he can help out a lot, protecting you even in Golden Cave. Anywhere that you're needing help in staying alive, Ezra is going to protect you. Even in a situation like here, where he takes extra damage, he can still hold out. Now, when it comes to teammates and doing content, who does he pair well with? Well, right now, there's only a few healers in the game, but a healer that can honestly provide him with the most healing and be beneficial to your team is going to be Tooth Fairy right now, because she has her passive heal, and then she also has her own heal that she does, and she lowers crit resist and lowers the crit defense. So Tooth Fairy is going to be very helpful. If you're wanting to heal specifically Ezra, Balloon Party is going to provide the most healing to him because she heals based off of missing HP. But Med Pocket and Sotheby aren't going to be the strongest healers, because Ezra really would want that extra crit that Tooth Fairy can provide, and Tooth Fairy is just a really great healer, so it's good to have her. Also, Six's Vitalize buff that he can provide to Ezra is 10% per turn, so that also helps out a lot. So if you're running just Six and Ezra together, they could kind of heal it depending on the difficulty of the content, right? If you have a really nice invested Ezra, you can just run Six with these two together and they can survive. You just have to buff up Ezra a little bit, right, to help make sure he gets that Vitalize buff, but that'll be huge for him, right? In terms of DPS, who pairs well with Ezra? Well, Spathia can pair with Ezra because of the crit damage buff. 37 pairs well with the Eureka Moxie. I already said 6. You have Tooth Fairy with her being squishy. If you're finding that she's taking a lot of damage, you can do that. Or even Charlie. When you have Charlie at low health, you can protect her with Ezra, and that helps out as well, right? So pretty much anybody who deals with crit can help out, or Eureka, or someone who's taking a lot of damage would help out with Ezra as well, right? What are his best Psy Cubes? Well, his best Psy Cubes is going to be Beyond Wonderland. There is no other Psy Cube that really pairs as well with him, because this Psy Cube gives HP percent, right? It also, after the carrier uses a debuff incantation, the carrier healing rate is increased by 3%, and this can stack up to 4 times. So that helps with his passive heal that he has. I know my face is covering it. And then he also gets 7% crit rate from this as well. Would you max this for the character? No, I haven't even maxed mine in CN, just because there's so many other Psy Cubes to max out that I just can't afford to max a side Psy Cube for a character that's already amazing without it. And I'm talking about max amp. When I say max out, max amp. Because you're maxing out for the crit rate, which is good, but like I just can't sacrifice that right now. And then when it comes to reasoning, my reasoning is not R10, and I know that my reasoning on CN is a little bit maxed out, but I'm just going to go ahead and show you guys. I'm not going to spoil anything, but the spots for it are all the same. So this is what my reasoning is over in CN. And this provides the most HP. Now the values won't match because this is an R15 Ezra, right? And this is what he looks like kind of fully maxed out. We're looking at 16, almost 16,000 health, 1644, right? So we can kind of see the difference of Ezra's for what we're looking at, right? We're looking at from a kind of mildly invested one, from 1321 attack to 12,000 HP, and then we're looking at one that has, you know, 1600 attack to almost 16,000. So if you really love Ezra, you can do that, but I wouldn't suggest it for most people because it just takes a lot of resources. It takes so many resources to do this. And if you're a free to play, I wouldn't suggest it. If you're just really trying to protect your team and have a fully built out Ezra, like, that's fine. I mean, like with this Ezra, I could take him to any piece of content and he's perfectly fine. But I know that not everybody has those type of resources. But this is pretty much what I can say about Ezra. If you want to know more about Ezra and how he's in the final content, let me know on stream. I'm trying not to put too many spoilers on content baits for the global market, so just talk to me on stream and stuff like that, and I can help you guys out with how Ezra is in the future and seeing content leading into the 1.9 patch coming out. But anyways, let me know what you think about Ezra for those of you who have him. Also, make sure to sub up to the channel. You guys have been supporting me really well. I'm trying to provide more R99 content for you guys here on this channel, so please let me know if you need more. But anyways, I'm Lucky Lux. You lucky gamers. Have a good one. Lucky Lux out.